everybody, it's Destiny, and today I'm going to be doing the beauty scenario tag. Watch like 3 of the people that I'm subscribed to do this tag, and like the more I watched it, the more I was like excited about it, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to do it. So here I am, right now, doing it. It's just questions that has to do with like everyday stuff that could or probably wouldn't ever happen to you, but like it could, and like what would you do in that situation, you know what I mean? So let's just do it. The first question is, you have to get rid of all your foundations and you can keep only 1 high-end and 1 drugstore. Which do you keep? This was pretty easy for me. I really only use like 1 foundation, but I used to use another one a couple years ago, like a year ago, and that was a drugstore one. Now I use this one. This is my high-end one. This is Sephora Bare Minerals, and as you can tell, it's like down to its last little bit, but I'm like holding on to it because I don't know if they have this exact one anymore. Every time I go to Sephora, it's like not there. I'm sure it's there somewhere. I'm just not the greatest at finding things. So this is my high end. And this would be my drugstore. This is CoverGirl. And it's a cream, which I conveniently would choose 1 powder and 1 cream anyways, so I wouldn't have to go without either. Question number 2. You go for an interview and the lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you tell her or do you not tell her? This is a pretty hard question for me because, one, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why they asked you like this. The lady's interviewing you, so you're like afraid that she's gonna get mad at you. I feel like I would just like, I feel that's like a pet peeve for me, is stuff on people's teeth, which I'm sure I've had stuff on my teeth before too, so that's really hypocritical. But anyway, it's just like, it's not like it's their fault, it's just like I can't stand to look at it, and if somebody's interviewing me and I can't concentrate, like I feel like I would leave it there as long as I could, and then when it just drove me nuts, I'd be like, excuse me, got something on your teeth right here, it's like I just noticed it, but you know, I feel like that's how I would handle that situation. Or maybe now that I like reading this scenario, maybe I'll know to handle the situation differently. Maybe that's what this is for, to actually prepare you for life. Probably not. Number 3, you're not feeling yourself and you need a pick-me-up. Which lipstick do you put on to make yourself feel beautiful? And this is an interesting question because I have one lipstick that makes me feel better than other lipsticks, but you know, here lately it's spring, it's exciting, it's bright. I've been trying to wear like pinker lipsticks, but if I was just like down in the dumps and like sad, I would probably just put on this lipstick that I've been wearing a lot lately. It is from L'Oreal, that's what it's from. And I'm actually wearing it right now. I wasn't down in the dumps today, I just wanted to wear it because I like it. But it is in the shade Ruby Flame. Ruby Flame, that's what it's in the shade of. But the one I've been wearing a lot lately, because it's spring, I'll probably find a new one when it gets more like in the autumny season. But I've been wearing, see how it's like the exact same tube. Which is which, I don't know. Sometimes I wear one by mistake when I didn't actually mean to wear that one. But this one is in this shade Raspberry Rush, and I like this one a lot too. It's just like more pink. Like it's still red, but it's like less red, you know what I mean? Numero cuatro. That was probably not the correct way to say that in Spanish. You go back in time for a day to your teenage years. How would you do your hair and makeup differently? Well, this is kind of silly because I'm still technically a teenager, 19. But I figure since I am still kind of a teenager, I'll just go back to like my earlier years because I wore my makeup all different kinds of ways. When I was 13 and 14, I wore my makeup different than when I was like 15 and 16. Actually, when I was 15 and 16, I probably didn't wear that much makeup. That was not a good time in my life. Question number 5. You ask your hairdresser for a shoulder-length pixie lot haircut. but they hear you wrong and give you a pixie cut. I actually had to look up who Pixie Lott is. I don't know. Oh, there's more. Do you A, smile and say thank you, leave and call your mom hysterical? B, cry in the chair and things get a quad? C, complain to the manager and demand a refund? This is also an interesting question because, I don't know, I know my hairdresser personally, like, we're like friends, so I don't think I would be rude to her, per se, because I like her. I feel like my answer would probably be something close to A, because usually if anything ever goes wrong in my life, I either call my mom or I go home and talk to my mom, and, you know, sometimes I cry. Who doesn't? Isn't that what moms are for? But yeah, I feel like that would probably be A. I don't think I would demand a refund. I think that's mean because she still took the time to try to do it right. I mean, I can't really say that much about hearing things wrong because I don't hear things right a lot. So, like, if I ever did that, I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. Question number 6. Your friend surprises you with a 4-day city break, and you have 1 hour to pack. Which all-inclusive palette do you take in your makeup bag? I think this is the silliest question ever, because why would I only bring one palette? Like, can't I at least have, like, 2 or 3? I just think that's ridiculous. And why do I only have 1 hour to pack? If it's just, like, if we don't have to be somewhere specific at a specific time, why can't I have more time to pack? I feel like this question wasn't very well thought out. Anyways, I picked out a couple different palettes. If for whatever reason I could only bring one palette. This isn't my favorite palette by me. I do like it. Ooh, reflection. But I would bring it because it's got, you see, eyeshadows and lip stuff. Ooh, mirror. And there's that. And then you open it and you also have your blushes, your highlight. You don't have any, like, foundation or anything like that, but I feel like this palette includes the most. So if for whatever reason I can only bring one, like, makeup thing, it'd be this. So I would be able to do the most coverage on my face. Question number 7. Your house has been robbed. Oh no. Don't worry. Everyone is safe. But your beauty stash has been raided. What's the product you really hope is safe? I watched all these and everybody was like, well, makeup wouldn't be the least of my concerns. But, like, I honestly feel like if I knew everybody was safe and I knew my dogs were okay and they were still in the house and my cat and, like, they were all safe and sound and, like, you know, I'd probably check, like, on my electronics and, like, see if they're good. But once all that was taken care of, I'd probably go to my makeup stash. And, I don't know what I would really hope was safe. Probably the palettes that I just showed you. Like, those are, like, my babies. Yeah. That's the answer, is my palettes. Question number 8. This is our last question for today. Your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed it, B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same thing to theirs? I feel like no one would really do the same thing to theirs, because otherwise they would probably just do it to yours again, and then before you know it, all your makeup's wrecked, and that's just ridiculous. I probably wouldn't, again, going back to the palettes, they're my friends, that sounded creepy. They're not, I don't talk to them or anything. I'm just gonna, probably wouldn't just not say anything. That's just not my personality, is to, something bothers me, you usually find out about it. Especially if it was, like, one of my palettes, going back to the palettes, because, like if you break one of the eyeshadows in my palette, I mean, I don't know if I would ask you to repurchase the whole thing, but I'd probably find a palette that looks, or not a palette, like a color that looks similar to the color that, like, they broke, if it was just, like, one color, and be like, probably try to find the cheapest that I can if they're nice enough to agree to repurchase it. And just be like, hey, can you just buy this one color? Because I really like if it was like one of my favorite colors or something, like I really liked this color and it's not usable anymore. Could you please fix that? Anyways, that's all for today. I know this video is probably really long, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I was really excited to do it. So don't forget, you can subscribe to me down there, or maybe it's up there somewhere around that area. Please have a wonderful day. Don't forget, you can also go like my Facebook page, facebook.com/DestinyMarie1121. You can also follow me on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram and all those other fun sites, because I feel like I have just about everything. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys later. Bye.